Morning, Big R. So anyway, that's kind of what's happening in the business world. Like I said, I would not like to be a restaurant or a bar owner personally in this climate, but for the groups and the people that have been here 5, 6, 8, 10, 20 years, have loyal local followings, they're all surviving, not getting rich, but not getting poor. I mean, Ron and I used to go often, reasonably often, we go down to Hungry Hippo, and it was always busy. He wasn't making lots of money at the prices he was charging, but he was offering value for that money. And he viewed it, I'd rather have my restaurant, this is my opinion, I'd rather have my restaurant full of people every single day than have a third of the people in the restaurant and charge double the price or charge 50% more and make maybe the same money. Oh.
Just bear with us. I think there's a little bit of parenting going on now.
Yeah.
All right. So Niels, Dan mentioned that you've got some news for everybody. If you'd like to come in, Dan, if you'd like to, Niels, come on and share your message while Dan is fighting at home. All right.
Okay. Yeah, I talked to Dan just before this Zoom here, and yesterday we had a Zoom with the Rotary Club of Pattaya, and some of us are members both places. What was discussed was I had a meeting at City Hall earlier in the day, which was a continuation from a meeting that was a week before, where a professor from a university in Bangkok and his team of doctors, they had been talking to the Chiang Mai governor about providing COVID vaccines to the foreign community. And they were interested to help with that also in Pattaya. So what's in the plan is the next Tuesday, when we have the PEC Zoom meeting, we will dedicate it towards the the COVID vaccine.
Next.
And the professor will be speaking, and we will receive bullet points of what he's going to inform about the COVID vaccine, so we can publicize it. And Dan has volunteered to do the coordination for that. So basically, what I heard from my brief talk with the professor yesterday is that he wants to give information to the foreign community of the various vaccines available, and also what are the strengths and weaknesses of the individual vaccine, and what are the possibilities of side effects, and how do they treat, and so on. How much would these vaccines cost, and how would they be administered? Where would we likely be able to get them, and when? So there's a lot of rumors and false information floating around about vaccine, especially towards foreigners. And I think it will be very, very helpful for anyone to listen in next Tuesday to get the straight information. And also, Professor Gampon is his name. He is willing to take questions, but he wants the questions written in advance so that he can give a qualified answer to each of these questions. So we will publicize the bullet points of what he's going to inform about, and we'll do it jointly with the Rotary Club and the Expat Club. And anyone who are not members in either the Rotary or Expat Club are very welcome to join in, and we'll publish the super codes and passwords also. So anyone will be able to join in on next Tuesday for that very, very important information. Now, one thing that we asked a straight question to the deputy mayor in charge of health, Kun Manod. We asked him yesterday, what are the opportunities for foreigners to get free vaccine? And he said, no way. You know, we can only say what we hear, but it just brings me down to, because yesterday, I think on social media, there was a posting that all foreigners will get vaccinated for free. It's not 100% iron cast that will be the case, but anyhow, I talked to the doctor. He thinks that the cost price of the vaccine, including a couple of hundred baht, a clinic that administrates the vaccine, will be about 2,000, 2,500 baht. I know that at a memorial, they're taking bookings, and they're going to charge 3,000 baht, which they're putting a little profit on it. But for these bookings, everyone can do this booking thing, but they have absolutely no end product. They don't know when the vaccine will be available, and they don't know if it will be free available to foreigners and so on. So it's very much up in the air, and I hope that there'll be a lot of more information coming to the doctor team during this week before next Tuesday. And I'm sure that we get the closest to the truth information next Tuesday.
Please send questions to me.
Pardon?
Please send questions to me so I can get them submitted in advance.
Yeah, so, okay. Dan is not talking to me, but talking to everyone else.
Everybody else, correct.
but I would say to Dan that I will make sure that you get the bullet points from the doctor, maybe directly to him, so you can talk directly with him before the Tuesday affair. Okay. All right. Any other questions from anyone regarding this? I'm sure that there is, actually. So, because
hey,
I have people every day.
Hey, Niels, the 2,500 or the 3,000, that was per jab or for 2 jabs?
Well, I don't know about the Paddy Memorial. I just heard that somebody had made a booking there, and they have quoted them 3,000 baht. I don't know what that includes, but the doctor's idea is to provide something in the range of 2,200 baht, and included that is 100 baht policy for a side effect treatment. So if people through the vaccine will have some side effects, that will be covered with a separate insurance, and they'll be treated in a good hospital. I think that's of mine also.
David.
Yeah, I just have one question for Niels. Of interest, my understanding is that Thailand will be manufacturing their own vaccines in June. Do we know any idea how many vaccines they're going to produce, and how much is for Thailand, how much is for export? Any ideas? Because I think if we get an understanding of how many vaccines Thailand can produce, we could get a better understanding how fast they can vaccinate the population.
I'm sure that the doctors, they will be able to shed light on that on next Tuesday. I don't have straight answers to that question, but what the doctors, they have proposed and what was talked about at the meeting at City Hall, what basically to make available more than one vaccine, various vaccines that are preferred by people in Europe. I know that there's some animosity against the Chinese vaccine here, but there's so many talks about the different vaccines, and I think it would be extremely helpful to have a medical expert talking about each of these vaccines, what we have to be paying attention to regarding each of them. So we get some really good medical advice. I think that's important.
But to answer your question, David, what's been published, at least I've seen graphics that's in our PEC open forum group, but there's been graphics published that says, I believe, and it also has a schedule for deliveries of all the different vaccines that have been ordered or purported to be ordered. You know, they have the Sinovac now and how many million doses of that, and Pfizer, Moderna. Moderna, I just read, got their FDA approval yesterday. So the Moderna vaccine's been approved for use in Thailand by the Thai FDA. They have orders for the Russian ones, for Sputnik 1, and then the AstraZeneca. And then Thailand's one of the companies in Thailand has their own vaccine that they're going through their tests and approvals for, which is not the AstraZeneca Oxford one that they're making under, license or contract. But that one, they've got a contract to produce something like 210 million doses, but most of those are for export. But there's an order. I'll go find. Actually, if you're in the PEC open forum WhatsApp group, right, David?
I don't believe I'm not aware of the PEC.
You're not in the WhatsApp group?
No.
Okay, we have a WhatsApp group. Somebody posted the picture. I'll go find it, not to worry.
Okay.
But it's been posted in the news, how many have been ordered, when they're all supposed to be delivered. And I was looking at this yesterday. Somewhere on the order of 125 million doses have been ordered or purported to be ordered. Yeah, that graphic.
Yeah,
That's the one.
You can't see it clearly, can you?
No. But anyway, if you could forward it again, it's in our group, right, Anna? It's in the open forum group, that picture. But 125 million-ish doses have been ordered to date, supposedly, and it has when they're supposed to be delivered and by month and all these kind of things. But the bottom line is that it appears they have enough ordered, for about 80% of the population or 85% of the population to be vaccinated with 2 jabs. We'll see.
Do you have anyone there have an actual link to that graphic? Because that would be of interest to me.
Okay, well, are you on the WhatsApp?
No,
Expat WhatsApp? Okay.
No,
If I can have your,
Hold on, let's just look where it came from. 1 second. Where is it? It was Bangkok Post.
From Thursday.
It's in the Bangkok Post.
Okay.
It's called Vaccination Vision, Timeline of the Government's Current Plans for Jab Procurement this year. And source, the Center for COVID-19 Situation Administration, Bangkok Post.
Okay, Bangkok Post vaccine.
It's called Vaccination Vision. You should be able to find it in an article in the Bangkok Post.
Bangkok Post.
If not, send me a message, David.
Okay. I'll do that. Thank you very much.
Okay, cool. Niels, anything else to add?
Just a minute.
You're talking, that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Just camera put off. Okay, so no, nothing more. I will send you an update and we will post it on the different platform for both the Rotary Club and the EPAC Club. And then I reiterate that everyone is welcome to join in this is open information, so everyone is welcome to. If you're not a member of the club, it doesn't matter.
The only proviso is we have 100 limit on our Zoom configuration. So we'll also Facebook Live it. So we'll post, where people can go to Facebook Live and watch too, just like we do now. This is Facebook Live to our Patty Expat Club Facebook group. Anything else? Okay, so Niels is done with info. That's good. I did a quick look recap from, this is today's, actually yesterday's news in the afternoon. 2,773 domestic infections, new ones yesterday, plus 6,835 cases in major prisons nationwide, reaching the highest number of daily infections in Thailand since the pandemic. Well, when you add 7,000 inmates who are COVID positive, that will kind of do it to you. 25 additional deaths. So that's what was reported yesterday. This morning, Chonburi announced 33 new cases of COVID with 1 death. So the entire province has 33 people who got COVID. What else is interesting in the news? Let me look real quick. Beach closures in Pattaya, park closures in Bangkok. I've seen some interesting comments and articles about it. Say, opening up non-essential things to life, like you can dine in, but not letting people exercise in parks or go on the beaches kind of defies logic. I mean, one of the key things to prevent you from catching COVID is having a strong immune system. And one of the very key things, so that also includes vitamin D, and that's usually sun, was an easy way to get vitamin D. And secondly, something like I was reading 72% of the COVID deaths, I believe, the comorbidity was they were obese. So being in good physical health and keeping your weight under control is a surefire way to limit your risks of A, getting COVID, or B, getting a severe case or worse. So everybody do your best to try and live healthy if you can. The alcohol bans at restaurants is probably helpful, and closing bars, I don't know. Not good for the bar owners, but is what it is. Anything, let me see if there's any other interesting. No, yeah, Bangkok extended their controls to the end of May. That's just how it is. And there's only 4 provinces right now that are dark red: Bangkok, Nonthaburi, Pathum Thani, and was it Samut Prakan maybe, and everything else is red or orange. So the country isn't in bad shape. I mean, I think people are freaking out over this, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Interesting times we live in. All right, let's do a quick around the room, unless anybody has any burning things. Okay, now on my screen, to my, that way, is Anna. So go ahead, Anna.
Hi, everybody. I hope you're all keeping well. I was listening to the radio dog walking this morning, and it seems that Jomtien is having quite a bit of problem with managing the beaches. And they're very nervous about people coming down from Bangkok. That's one of the things they don't like. Oh, have I disappeared? COVID's
still here.
Oh, right.
I'm sharing screen.
Yeah. So they're talking about trying to manage Jomtien Beach because people are still turning up there, and so they're shutting. That's why the beaches are meant to be shut, but they're not as shut as they should be in Jomtien. I don't know if anybody lives in Jomtien and can comment on that. But other than that, it's been another Groundhog 7 days. Bit of a pendulum going up and down. I've had some good news and some bad news. I'm very worried about my twin sister. Other than that, just keep going.
That's good. Thanks, Anna. Good to see your smiling face. Yeah, it is kind of Groundhog Day over here. Some days I don't even set foot outside of the house. That's not maybe not a good thing, but now with Bradley stuck at home doing online school, which is interesting, but at least we force ourselves to go take a walk, because at the front of the development, which is probably an 8-minute, 10-minute walk from the house, there's a little restaurant, quasi mini grocery, not grocery, kind of a mart and restaurant. So we go up there, and then Bradley gets an ice cream. And I told my big son, he says, "You getting any exercise?" I says, "Yeah, we walk 20, 30 minutes a day." I walk Bradley up to there and get him an ice cream, and he goes, "I can't believe he's 6 years old." It's okay. All right, David. Anything, David, do you have anything else besides your vaccination question, or at least say hello and how's life and all that good stuff?
Okay, I'm now muted. The first question I have, you mentioned I've got my WhatsApp here. What's the name of the open forum so I can ask?
That ain't gonna work so well. I could get you the link, but I don't know that we're connected on WhatsApp.
Okay.
Find me on WhatsApp. I'll give you my number.
Okay.
092.
Okay, just put Dan Schwartz.
Yeah, just if no, you won't. You can't search it. If I'll put my phone number in the chat. Let's see. Can I chat? Hold on. Yeah, chat's open. Yeah, 09. Let's see. I'll put my number in the chat for anybody that wants to add me.
Okay.
On WhatsApp, add me there, and then I'll get you. I'll invite you to the group.
Okay. Thanks.
Anything else, David?
Yeah. I'm doing basically what everybody is, staying fit, doing a lot of cycling, have a to-do list of all the things I'm supposed to be doing to keep my mind active, my body healthy. So we're busy on that. I managed to figure out how my oven works. I read my easy to understand manual in Thai, and I baked a free bento pie, and it worked out just well. So that's one of my success stories. Another thing, I got my bike into my apartment, and I fine-tuned it, and I put in SC90 viscosity oil on my chain. It's working much better than the all-purpose oil because it has a high viscosity and it stays on, and also able to adjust the bullet adjuster to make sure that my gears weren't slipping. So it's working out pretty good. So those things I'm doing. And also I going on to AliExpress and got this beautiful key ring leather chain for 23 baht. Apparently AliExpress is promoting their services by giving out a discount, and the discount that I got from AliExpress themselves covered the expense pretty well of the whole, this beautiful cow leather key chain holder. So things are looking good.
Excellent.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers. Big R.
Big R? Whoa, I'm usually at the end, okay. I look like everybody else. I'm getting by. I'm hoping that the racquetball courts will open very soon as well, because I can't wait to get back in there and test my body again. All right, I told you last time I went in after 2 years, it took me a week to walk again, but it's all worth it. So that's really what I'm looking forward to. All right. So other than that, I also like the idea of this meeting next Tuesday. I think that's important for everybody to attend. And as Dan says, we're limited to 100 people here, but we will go live on Facebook as well. And I think everybody we know should get an invite to come along. All right, that's really it.
Come along or get to the Facebook Live, whatever works. Awesome.
Yep.
Bram, good to see you. That actually looks like you instead of a picture of you I think we've had before. You're muted. Unmuted.
Hi, everybody. You guys hear me all right?
Now we can.
Okay, good. Hope everybody's keeping well. I'm trying to keep well here, doing some exercise like everybody else, I guess. I get out on my push bike early in the morning, so nobody around. I go through the back and Huayai, so there's not many people on the road. That's the only thing I'm doing to keep busy. And not, of course, I'm doing a lot of housework here in the house. Here, started painting and painting up and all sorts of backlog on maintenance. So it is good for something if you can find it.
Yeah, being stuck at home. Yeah, it's kind of like Alan. Remember Alan, who sits when we have the meetings, they sit with the group, him and Frank and Gary. Alan spent the last lockdown and the last period redoing his driveway and his house and all that kind of stuff. So it's useful to make use of the time best you can, because sitting around at home doing nothing gets kind of boring.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Awesome. Good to see your smiling face.
Yeah.
It helps a lot. Yeah.
Good. Excellent. Peter.
Hi there. Yeah, just like everyone else, filling up the time in the best way I can. The Facebook page keeps me busy. It's like whack-a-mole at the moment.
The group, yeah.
Yeah, picking out all the abusive comments that people like to put in there. I've had to ban a few people when they start using bad language.
I see
it's
the
good.
moderation things. It pops up occasionally. Facebook sends something too when somebody reports content, or Facebook automatically kills something.
That's right. Yeah. So, but it's good to see it's increasing popularity. As I say, we're up to about 18,400 people, is it now? I think spread around the world. We've got people just about everywhere. When people ask to join, I always sort of vet them a little bit to see if they've got any connection with Thailand, rather than just having some sort of curious interest, or maybe just wanting to post a lot of spam on our site. So anyway, that's keeping me busy. And cooking at home is good. I've always enjoyed cooking, but nothing too extravagant. Listening to music, watching movies. So the time goes by quickly enough. So that's about it, really. Just
and you check with you haven't checked yet with Pascal, right, for Friday?
No, I was thinking of doing that tomorrow. Just get an up-to-date situation, and I'll post on the Facebook page and in the group, just to let everybody know what's what.
Excellent. Thanks, Peter. Concerti.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you. Give me for a few minutes, and I'm the insurance man. I'm the broker. So the way I talk is about insurance, but this time there is good news for the foreigners who have a Thai family in Thailand, because the COVID, the government will giving free, but a little bit slowly, or time will come, but sure they'll be here. And there's another news. If the foreigner who has no work permit or anything only need to have a COVID service for insurance, it's very cheap. It's just the example, only 499 baht per year per person. There is cover if affect with the COVID or with the injection vaccination, you will get 1 million baht. And the medical for the hospital for inpatient is 100,000 baht. And for the right moment, let me share you a little bit the photo. I don't know you can get it or not.
Worked last time.
You can see this?
Yes.
Yeah, you see there is 2 pen. You look at the pen 2. 1 million baht. Injection with the COVID effect. One with coma, 100,000. You see, 1 million. You see, and medical expense for inpatient in the hospital 100,000, and there is daily you get benefit for 500 baht per day, and there is a extra accident insurance for 100,000 baht. That's cost only for 499 baht, and that is good. It no need work permit, and you can see there is the age between 1 to 99 years old. Before I have a difficult to serve you because most of you are 70 something, but now no one at least 100 years old I can make serve with you. And by the way, even if somebody need COI, I mean certificate of insurance to show in the embassy to get the COE, certificate of entry. When I believe most of you now are long time no go home, but after COVID you want to go home, but when you want to come back, you need to get the visa in the embassy, and you have to show COI. It means certificate of insurance. Then you can get COE in certificate of entry, and I can serve you very cheap one, and no need to check up for medical checkup. Up to 74-year-old, no medical checkup, and you can buy only 1 month, or 60 days, or 1 month, 2 months, or 1 year, as you like. It's starting from 1,000 baht only. And I think that news, and if somebody need, just contact me by line or by WhatsApp or whatever, or in the Pattaya expert. I'm it every day. Thank you, Dan.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kun Surchai. Niels, anything else to add? You're muted.
Yep. Yeah, well, when I heard that you talked about the maximum of 100 people, maybe we should emphasize for next Tuesday that only the people who have questions should log on to the Zoom. And everyone else, we recommend just follow the live transmission on the Facebook. It also will make it much more accessible for many more people. They don't have to think about the passcode and password and all that. I don't know what your thoughts about it. It might be the best platform because there's no limit to how many people can come into the Facebook group. What's your thought on that, Dan?
I think if we max out, great. And the note will be, if we max out, go to the Facebook Live. You can watch it and they can comment, ask questions there too. So it doesn't really matter. We just have to monitor the Facebook while we're doing this. That's all.
Okay, that's all.
Thanks, Niels. Gary in New York. From New York.
Morning, Dan. Morning, everyone. I got no news. I don't go out. How can I have any news? All right. Nice seeing everybody.
There you go. No news. No news is good news. All right, Barry, you on the beach or on your lounger?
I am right now. I'm up in Isan on my phone, and it's hot. And I woke up a year older since we last talked, and I now cannot get the insurance that I was just told that you can only get to age 74. But other than that, everything is wonderful.
Great. Wonderful is good. I mean, is what it is. You can wake up every day and, be a surly old person or young person. It doesn't matter. And look that everything stinks or bad or whatever. Or you can wake up and decide in your mind, you look for the things that are good. The things that are good. All of us are on this call, so we all woke up this morning, first of all, and we're all on the correct side of the grass, which is a good thing. In the last week, I had a couple people I knew pretty closely that are no longer with us. One of which was kind of a shocker. He's only 52, and he passed away in India on April 30th. Longtime guy who was in Thailand. I worked for, partnered with, knew well, and gone. So everybody be happy that you're on the top side of the grass, and everybody except Barry usually has clothes on, so we all have clothes to wear and food to eat. I don't see anybody that looks like they're starving. on the call, which is a good thing. So all of those put together puts you ahead of 3.5 billion other people on the earth. So with that, just be grateful for what you do have, because I've seen some memes posted, talking about, you complain, you get complaints he doesn't have the latest Nikes or Adidas or whatever the greatest, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 baht running shoes, and other people would be very happy just to have shoes. So just be grateful for what you have and the fact that we're in a great place. I mean, COVID is on the rise in relative terms in Thailand, but there's a whole bunch of other countries that would love to only have the amount of cases that Thailand gets and the amount of deaths that Thailand has had. I mean, UK is the same size as Thailand, I believe, population-wise, around 70 million people. And up until recently, the numbers there compared to the numbers here, night and day. So just be grateful we have what we have, and we're in this wonderful place. You have something else to add, Niels, I think? Go ahead, Niels.
Yes, okay, something totally different. When you mentioned food, I have a very good tip for you guys. If you want to have something really good and inexpensive, if you like Indian food, one Indian friend of mine, I said to him, "Oh, I love to have Indian food, but Pookie doesn't like Indian food, so to go to an Indian restaurant, and we normally go out together when we eat and so on, so I never get my Indian food really." Now he said, "You have the chance now. They will deliver to you, and what do you get?" Well, I got this telephone number. I called them, and I said, "What do you have? I understand you have a fixed menu every day." "Yes, we have," and we posted. So they sent me back online the menu of the day, and I ordered it. And what did I get? I got two Indian dishes. One was a dal and something else. It was all vegetarian because they only do vegetarian, but extremely tasty. And for non-vegetarians, sure that you'll have a big gastronomic experience, even though. Apart from the two dishes, there was Indian imported rice, and there was red onions as the kind of a starter. And then there was two chapati, and they were hot. And then it was nicely packed with a spoon and a fork in plastic. So you didn't need anything, you could eat it immediately. And all this delivered within 15 minutes to my door, 79 baht.
Wow.
You hear me?
Amazing.
79 baht. And
post that in the
guy
group somewhere,
said, "If you
Niels.
want, I will send you to the Facebook group so Peter can post it on, or I can post it on, whatever. I think I'm admin also. That where you have the telephone number to the people, you should try it. And if you want to save money, if you think 79 baht is a little bit over your budget, I'm joking now, huh? You can choose only one of the two dishes, which is actually enough for a lunch or dinner. There's plenty of food there. 59 baht. It's
Excellent.
amazing. You must try, everyone. If you like Indian food, really, really, really fantastic value for money and so convenient. I eat now Indian food, I think, about 5 times a week because so I'm really in heaven. So I'll give it to the food group. Okay.
Thanks, Niels. That's good. Good food, always nice. David, did you get my phone number?
Yeah, and I got it on what? Do you want me to phone you?
No, just send me a WhatsApp message and I'll get you the link to join, or I'll put you in the group. All right, everybody, have a great rest of your Tuesday and have a wonderful week. And we'll see you next week. And we'll have the doctor on, and it'll be a big fun time next week. Get all our questions answered. Have a great one.
Okay.
Okay, gang. See you all.
Bye.
Stay